I wanted to highlight another annual that's often overlooked in the springtime, but really shows off a lot in the fall once it's had a nice warm season to continue growing. And that is Cassia Eleida, or now it's called Senna Eleida, as they've changed its genus. But this is the plant behind us, commonly known as Candelabra or candlestick plant. And often you buy this as an annual just in a 4-inch or a small 1-gallon pot, but you can see how tall it gets, up to 9 and sometimes 15 feet tall. You can see here it easily has reached 9 feet behind us though. Keep in mind when you're buying this plant in the spring, you're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck. In fact, what we're looking at right here is just 3 little plants that were originally planted in here last spring. You want to make sure also not to plant this at the front because it's definitely going to get some height on it, so it makes a nice backdrop to some of your other annuals. Now this plant has very large compound leaves, as you can see. The leaflets themselves get up to be about 3 to 4 inches in length here, and each one of this is considered a leaf here, and these are the leaflets. Now the flowers will continue to bloom up this spike. You can see how it's been blooming for quite some time. And as you come up here, you can see that it's got several more buds to open up. But the flowers, as they open, they do look like, sort of like popped corn. Now this plant should not be confused with the popcorn plant, which is another Senna that we'll take a look at. So here we have another Senna or Cassia, and this one's common name is the popcorn plant. And you will undoubtedly recognize the smell when you smell and kind of rub the leaves and smell of them. It definitely smells like buttered popcorn. In fact, it'll make you want to go to the movies. But this plant is known for this fragrance, but also has a lovely flower as well. You can see it has a similar flower to the other Senna that we mentioned earlier. It does look like kind of popped corn once those buds start to open up, but you'll notice that these buds actually have a bit of a darker look to them, whereas the others were more yellow. Also, going back to the leaves, you can see that while they still have pretty long leaves, a compound leaf, the leaflets are actually much smaller, and they do have a point to the tips of each one of those leaves as well. Also, when you're rubbing them, you're going to notice that there's more of a velvety texture to these leaves. Now you can see this plant doesn't get quite as tall. It has a range of about 6 to 10 feet. Now both of these are annuals, so when you buy these in the springtime, they're definitely not going to look like this. They're going to need a full summer-long time period to grow in order to get this established look. But just in one season, you're going to have an annual looks this large in your garden, giving you that tropical flair.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.